Hey guys, so today's going to be the last video of the day, and usually we'll have 4 videos. This one is going to be a little bit more in-depth and some examples and things like that. So it's going to be something that I really want you to maybe watch twice, take some notes, get some great takeaways from, because this is going to be something that's going to stick with you from now until, it'll never get old. So it's something that you all need to that we all need to really focus on and get familiar with, and then learn how to get comfortable with it and continually grow in this area. So today we're going to talk about how to get challengers. So I'm going to talk about like 4 different things. I took notes, that's why I keep looking over, because I don't want to miss anything. So I'm going to talk about how to invite with a public post, how to invite through personal message, how to invite in public, and then kind of hit on like word of mouth, how that can help you, and how we can kind of work with that. And then at the end, I'm going to actually take you over to my Facebook page, and I'm going to give you examples of posts that I made that I use, posts that I made on my personal page, my business page, that were inviting posts on Facebook. And then you can also use those same wording and same posts on like Instagram, or you can even post the picture on Pinterest and put a little bit over there. So you can use the same material on any social media site, but I'm just going to use Facebook because that's where most of us are most comfortable. So that's what I'm going to focus on. So let's get started. Number 1 is inviting through a public post. So this right here is basically you sharing a piece of your story to start off. So you don't just want to say, hey you guys, I'm hosting a 7-day challenge or a 21-day challenge group. I'm wondering if you want to take part in it. Comment below. And you don't want it to be like just not personal at all and just throwing it out there. You want to really put some thought into this and really create it and make it a personal post. So right out of the gate, you want to think about what part of your story you want to share. And remember, we all have a story. So I don't care if you've been a coach for a week, a day, a month, 3 years, I don't care what it is, you have a success story. So if you have Drinking Shakeology 1 day, you already have a success story. If you are on week 1 of a program, you already have a success story. So you just need to share that and share a piece of where you're getting started, how you're getting started, why you're getting started. That's a part of your story. So it doesn't even have to be a success story. It could be just, why you are where you are now and why you're hosting the group. So for example, for me, it might be, I have just been off track with summer and kids and travel, and, I've been off track and I really need to, get back into a routine, and I'm looking for some ladies to keep me accountable so we can work together, have fun, but get results and just help each other stay motivated and get through those struggles and obstacles and do it together. So like that could be the story. So you always want to make it personal and share a part of your story. The next thing is you want to let down your guard and be very real and be very vulnerable. So if you are struggling with something, so is somebody else. And by you sharing that, you're going to connect with them. And you're also they're going to know that you're not like this robotic person, that you're not like this perfect person, that you do struggle too. And that is going to make you so relatable, and that's going to kind of break down the wall and help them trust you and want to invest in something that you're offering and want to take part and want to join you. So definitely let down your guard. Be real, be raw, be vulnerable, and just go out there and, share whatever is going on and whatever you think what would help, whatever's going on in your life, just be real and share that. The next thing is be very specific in your posts. So if you are making a post, you better already have a start date for your challenge. You better already have some key pointers of what's going to happen in that group. So for example, in a challenge group, usually I use the same kind of description when somebody asks me about a challenge group. I just usually keep it very short and sweet because you don't want to overwhelm them. And I just say something like, it's just a group of women that I'm getting together. We're all going to work out together. We're going to share our workouts. We're going to share our meals. We're going to share our struggles, and we're going to celebrate our successes together. It's going to be a small group. It's a small group. It's private, and it's going to be so much fun. My last group lost a total of so many pounds. And if you didn't host a group yet, that's perfectly fine. You can say, we're going to all be doing the 21-day fix, or I'm going to be doing the 21-day fix. And my last, a challenger of mine, or a challenger in the last group I was in, because you might know somebody in the group I hosted, or maybe just a success story that you've seen, and you can say lost whatever, 15 pounds in 21 days, and so on and so forth. So anyways, you get the drift. Just be very, very specific. Let them know when it's starting, what is expected of them. But again, the last point here is to keep it short and sweet. Don't overwhelm your customers or your network with too much information, because that just basically, they put blinders on and they want to leave. And another thing is, do not try to push anything on anybody. Be there to listen to their goals. Be there to understand what they want and where they are emotionally. And if you can get to that emotional part of that person, you can get them into a challenge group, and you can help them change and help them become a better person and help them love themselves again. So make sure that you're really focusing on, and all of these things are after you've already made your post, obviously, when you're in the discussion part of this. But when you're making your post, make sure that you have those things in mind. So you are being emotional. You are attaching emotion to your story, because then they're going to feel more able and trust you more to be able to share that with you. So that's posting on social media. I suggest that everybody posts at least once a week about their upcoming challenge group. So I personally I have like one of those big calendars that sits right on my desk. It's like huge, but I know lots of people like to use like planners and things. I love planners too, but lately I've been journaling a lot more. I found that planners kind of overwhelmed me a little bit, and I felt like I had to fill everything in, and I don't know. So anyways, I've been journaling, but I also use this big, huge calendar, and it's right on my desk. And what I do is before the end of every month, I schedule out my month. So when I say I schedule it out, it's not like I have to put on doctor's appointments and things like that. And I do that. But this I'm talking about, what I'm referring to here is planning out your month for your business. So planning out when your challenge group is going to start, and then backtrack that. So 4 weeks. So your challenge group is going to start 4 weeks before that. You want to make your first post releasing your challenge group, and this is the post on post on social media. So you want to make that post, let everybody know when your group is starting, begin the inviting process. You're going to do that in your first 2 weeks. There's going to be a lot of inviting. Maybe in your second week, towards the end of your second week, you might want to even host like a live webinar. And it's really fun, really basic. You host your webinar. This is a great first webinar to do, because what you do is you just get on and you basically do what I just said to you. Share what your challenge group is going to be about. Share kind of some results, maybe some before and afters of other people who committed to challenge groups and the results that they got. Share Shakeology results, and just have fun with it. It can be literally 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long, who cares? But it just gives that person, those people, the opportunity that you can invite them to something where they're going to actually see you. They're going to see your face. They're going to see who you are. They're going to hear your voice. And we cannot be face-to-face with people every day, or all of our customers, which is a great thing too, because social media gives us the opportunity to reach so many more people, right? So it's an amazing possibility, but it's also great to kind of do these videos where you can actually see each other and hear each other and know that we're real human beings, right? So that is a good idea, is to do something like that in your end of your second week into your third week, and then the week right before your challenge group starts. That's your opportunity to touch base with everyone, make sure everyone's ordering their products, they have their products, they open their products, that type of deal. So anyways, I plan out my challenge group backtracking it from the start date. So I set the start date, and then I backtrack, and I schedule in my invites every day, and I schedule in that webinar, and I schedule in other things to help me boost my challenge, make sure I have my layout figured out, that type of deal. So it might be something that you want to think about, so that when you look at your calendar, you can say, okay, I need to invite this week. I need to really focus on getting my challengers secured before the 15th of the month, and so on and so forth. So that's a public post. Now, the same rules is going to apply, obviously, when you're inviting in a PM, a personal message. But I just wanted to hit on this, because I think when you invite in a personal message, it's very much so simpler and specific and very, I think it's more personal, okay? So I would recommend you using your list of 100. So I invite both ways every single month. since I started coaching till now. So I invite publicly, because one thing about public posts is it doesn't take into consideration our personal opinion or our thought. So even though we don't say we don't want, and we don't think that we are picking and choosing people, I think self-consciously we sometimes are. So we might say, oh, I'm not going to message that person. I know that they wouldn't want to take part in it, right? But a public post, that's out there. They can see that if they want. They can comment if they want, and they can touch base with me. So it's very important to do those public posts. Now, PMs, you can go through your list of 100, and you can easily, just make it like a daily thing that you're going to choose 3 people off that list to invite to your next challenge group. You're just going to write them a message. And even if you're not inviting them to your challenge group in that first message, you need to touch base with them. Hey, how's it going? I just browsed, I just noticed the post of yours. How's your baby feeling? I seen that he was sick last week. Hope he's feeling better. I just really thought I'd reach out to you and see how things are going and touch base. We haven't chatted in a while. End of story, done. So you can do that, or you can write a message to somebody and just say, hey, Becky, threw that name out there. Hey, Becky, I just, and then add something personal again. So hope everything's going good. Your kids are growing up so big. I can't believe that Tucker's turning 5 next week. That's so crazy to me. But anyways, I am hosting this really cool little group here on Facebook. It's a private group. There's going to be a small amount of us ladies working together to hit some fitness goals. Summer's been crazy and I need to get back on track. Immediately thought of you, and I wanted to extend an invitation to the group to you. If you're not interested, no big deal at all. I just wanted to invite you to the group. I still want to know how things are going. I would love to hear from you. It's been forever. So make sure you let me know. I hope everything's going great and you guys are having a good summer. There you go. So one of 2 ways you can do it. You can just send out a message to start the conversation, or if you are at a point where you think that you can, you're at that relationship level where you think you can just shoot them the invite, go ahead and go for it. So the list of 100, you want to constantly be adding to that list. Obviously, you don't want to be reaching out to the same people all the time. You want to personalize your message, like I said. So always add something in there about that person. Ask them a personal question. Ask them how they're doing. Connect with them on their level so they know that you're really interested in them and you're not just there to get a sale or to, get another challenger. You're there because you want to help. Make sure that is very important that you do that. Be specific again. Make sure that after they say they're interested, that you're definitely giving them the start date, what the challenge is about. You don't want them to agree to anything or to get too much information at first either. So you want to make sure that you're specific, but you're specific very, you're very specific where you're not just giving them a bunch of details and they're getting overwhelmed with that. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about is inviting in public. So I have a few of you guys that are really big on local network. So like networking locally. Now for me, this is a little bit scary because I come from a very small town, closed-mind town, and I really don't have local coaches. I have just like a handful of them. So for me, this is not something that I'm necessarily, I wouldn't say a pro because I don't think I'm a pro at anything, but I'm not necessarily comfortable with. But a few things that I've learned over the time is that it is very good to have conversation starters. So in person, it's kind of hard to just say, hey, like walk up to somebody and be like, hey, how's it going? Oh, I have a challenge group starting. You want to come join me? You have to get into the conversation. So obviously you guys know if you were in a conversation talking to somebody, fitness comes up. Of course, you're going to throw out there that you're hosting a challenge group and you can invite them to join you and you have so much fun and you could even meet up once a week and do a workout together, that type of deal. But if you're not in that conversation and you kind of just want like conversation starters to spark a conversation that could lead you to that, here are a couple of ways for you. So wear and share. Number one, wear something that says Beachbody, wear something that says a 21-day fix, wear something that somebody's going to recognize as Beachbody and ask you about. It'll be like a conversation starter for them to just be like, oh, the 21-day fix, are you doing that? And you can be like, actually, I'm a coach. I did do the program. I loved it. I lost like 15 pounds in the first 21 days. So I signed up as a coach so I could get the discounts and kind of just share my journey and help other people. Actually, I'm starting this challenge group, next month. And I would love if you want to join me, if you want to sit down and chat sometime over coffee about it. I'd love that, something like that. And so, wear and share is always great. Now this can be clothes, it can be a shaker cup, it could be a hat, whatever. So you can get wear and share on your website. You know, it's fairly inexpensive and you can just get a few pieces. You don't have to have everything. Like something like a hat or a shaker cup, or they have like the Shakeology glass cups now. Something like that is a good investment because you can wear it like every day. Whereas a shirt, you're probably not going to want to wear the same shirt every day. But and taking pictures of you in your clothes on social media is another great conversation starter for like a public post on social media. The next thing is business cards. So you normally would think of a business card as in, you know, somebody asks you something about your business, so you hand them a card so they have your information. For me, I usually do not do that because people tend to not ask me those things. So what I do is when I'm talking to other moms in school, or if I'm talking to somebody in the grocery store about something and I need to give them, oh, you know, like, oh, we should get our kids together for a play date. Here's my number. Give them my business card for a whole different purpose. But now we have a conversation starter. Now they're going to look at my business card. They're going to see what I do. And if they are at all interested in getting healthy or fit or Beachbody or coaching or an at-home business opportunity, they're going to know what I do and they're going to know how to get a hold of me. So that is a way that I share my business cards. Now, obviously, you would know this, the way that I said I don't usually use them because I live in this area is, you know, just handing them out. But if you're going to host like, if you guys have any, this is another one of my things. If you guys have the advantage of going to any of like an expo, a health expo, or setting up a booth somewhere, or just, you know, maybe having a Shakeology booth where you can share samples, or having a party at your house and just having like a girl get together and then having some samples of Shakeology for them to try. Obviously, business cards are a good thing to have there to hand out because people are going to take them and they're going to get back to you later on. So that is a huge thing. And the expo thing is a great way to get yourself out there. And then Shakeology samples. So I always carry Shakeology samples in my car, in my purse, in my, you know, I used to carry them in my diaper bag. I carry them in my husband's bat bag for softball. I mean, I shove them everywhere because you never know when somebody's going to see a shaker cup, or somebody's just going to see you and be like, oh, you're doing that Beachbody thing. I've always thought about trying Shakeology, but you know, I've just never got around to it, or it's too expensive for me, or, you know, whatever. I just heard it was gross. Well, you know what? I have a free sample for you. If you care to try it, I have one right here for you. You can take it home and try it, and we can talk about it, talk about how you like it. You probably just mixed it up wrong, and, you know, I can help you with that, give you some of my favorite recipes to go with. So you see how these little things that you can just do every single day can help you kind of share that business organically, or product business organically, without being that salesy person at all, without feeling that way, because none of us want to feel that way. Last thing is word of mouth. So word of mouth basically to me is having your previous challengers, or even friends and family, help you get challengers, help you get coaches, help you spread the word of what you're doing and spread your passion, right? So what I do is when I host my challenge groups, I tend to ask my challengers once they get in there, hey, I'm offering, so just a fun little challenge with you. Anybody who brings in a friend or a family member with a challenge pack who commits to a program, I'm going to give an awesome door prize to, or something like that. So then they're excited, they want a prize, and you know, they're enticed. They're like, what's this prize? I think I want to do it. And then, you know, everybody loves a little fun competition. So that is a great way. So you're having your current challengers who are already invested take part in helping you get new challengers in and committing to a program as well. And then also that is helping you help so many more people. Because like I just said, we cannot reach everybody. There's billions and billions and billions of people who need our help today, and we cannot reach them ourselves. It is great that we have so many coaches, but when we can get other people's hands in this pot to help us share and spread what we do, that is a blessing. And so when you have that opportunity to do so, take advantage of it. So have your challengers help you. Have your challengers invite their friends and family. And another thing is that's going to make them feel more comfortable in the group when they have somebody in there that they know and that they can do it with. And a lot of times I'll have people who invite their friend or their husband or somebody else where they actually work out together. So it actually just starts like this cool little thing. And then in that challenge group, they learn a little bit about coaching, and I kind of, you know, throw some of that stuff in there like I talked about in the last video, and they understand, oh, look I have me, and now I have my friend who also wants to do it that's already in this group, plus I can have my husband, and they kind of paint this picture, and you can help them paint this picture of how they're already basically growing their business right there and then without doing pretty much anything except being a product of the product. So it's a great way. And then another thing is, once you do host challenges and you get a little further in your business, you can ask your challengers or even people who have tried Shakeology or customers who are drinking Shakeology to just record a little like 1 to 2 minute video explaining, like just sharing their success story or sharing what you did for them as a coach. They can even just do it as written. You can just ask them to write a few sentences about you as a coach and what you've done for them and how they feel about Beachbody, that type of deal. And those go a long way too, because you can even just make a post about that. You can be like, you know what makes me feel really good is when you receive an email like this in the morning and you know that you have changed somebody's life and you had a part in changing somebody's life. And that right there is a perfect post. People love to see that you're successful at what you do. You love to hear you're successful at what you do, right? So it's great to have your challengers, your customers share with you just a few little words. Most people are very willing and happy to do that for you. So it's a great opportunity. So definitely consider the word of mouth, and consider asking your challengers or customers to do that for you, to do that favor for you. Okay, so those are the 4 things I wanted to talk about. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now, and we will look at my Facebook page quick. Let's hope I can do this for you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna, sorry if you guys are seeing all my notes here. I am going to open up this and Facebook. Okay, so you're looking at my like page right now. So here are just a few examples. We're not gonna go into presenting the business right now, but we will do that in these coming days. So we'll focus on that. I'll come back to some of my posts and show you exactly things that I did, so you can get some good examples of ways to kind of just put yourself out there and post on Facebook in inviting to your challenge group. So here's kind of just like idea. So I just put like Operation Fit Mom 21-day journey, and then I just shared a little bit about what I'm doing, and then I shared like these are my goodbye pictures and that sort of thing. So this is not even like, I didn't even like throw out a worm to go out there. I just kind of told them what I was doing and told them, you know, what program I was doing. So the 21-day journey, it only takes 21 days. So you're just kind of enticing your audience. And this helps because I got a lot of private messages that just, you know, that came through and that just said, hey, I'm wondering what this 21-day thing that you're doing. And so you just can entice people to come, and then they will message you and want to know what you're doing and want to know if they can take part in it. And you can kind of start that conversation and tell them what you're doing and how fun it is and the group challenge group that you're hosting and so on and so forth. So this is a good one that just is like not straightforward, but still inviting. And it's a good thing to do this a lot. Like a lot of my challenge group posts are kind of like this. And also this shows your customers and your customers and anybody else who might have been interested in a challenge group that you're consistent, you know, that you're actually following through and that you're doing your workout and you're getting results. So this is a good thing to help your to help build your accountability, to help build your what's the word I'm trying to think of. I don't know. I can't think of the word now. But anyway, so this is a good post for kind of just throwing it out there, but not saying I'm looking for these challengers. Now this one says, want to get fit, workout at home, simple meal plan, yummy superfood shake, me as your coach, and then just my my link to my site or my email. So over here it says, be the girl you want to be. I am searching for other women serious about making change in their eating and fitness habits. If you are willing to invest in your health, plus just have 30 minutes a day for 21 days, then I have the perfect little starting place for you. And then it just goes on and says, you know, I have created a group exclusive to women like me who need a lifestyle change and some major support along the way. You will get these things right here. And then, so I'm gonna actually screenshot these and share these in the group with you guys so that you guys have these as templates to use for yourself. So oftentimes I don't even make this stuff up. I change the wording to make it mine and change it up a bit to just add my own personality to it. But I get ideas from other coaches. And that's exactly what you guys can do. Take screenshots of people's of other coaches who are posting and that you're like, oh yeah, I love this video she did. I'm going to create one like that. Or I love this challenge post she did to invite to her challenge group. I want to make one like that. Oh, this post was awesome for presenting the business. I'm going to duplicate this. And then you go forth and you duplicate it, putting your own spin on it. That's what you guys do. That's what this business is about, duplication. So don't ever feel like you're copying or whatever, unless you literally come over here, copy this, copy it, paste it on your page, add a new picture of you, and then say it's yours. That's not okay. But you need to make it your own, but you also need ideas. That's where we get everybody gets their ideas from there. So don't feel like that's any different. Another thing is free challenges. So you get a lot of traffic when you host, when you host free groups, okay, guys? Free groups are great. They're a way for you to kind of throw something out there to people that they don't have to pay anything for, and they can get to know you, know that you're a real person, know that you're reliable, know that you are offering them something that's going to help them, and that they are really kind of get a good vibe of what a challenge group is about. And then at the end of the week, or at the end of the 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, whatever your challenge is, you can throw out there that you offer these longer challenge groups, these extended groups that you really give your 24/7 attention to. And you offer prizes in the group. You do fun little challenges in the group. You guys all work together in this group, and it's just a small community of people, and you work together, and there's amazing results of it. And this is when you can say, yeah, somebody that did the 21-day fix lost 15 pounds in 21 days. I mean, that is life-changing. That is amazing. You can say things like that, but that all happens in a closed, free group. So they already have a taste of what a challenge group is about, and then they can come and determine if they want to invest in a more serious, committed group. So free groups are good. Again, I just started this. I mean, I did this walking challenge group. I had like 300 people in the group or something. It was amazing. You can do clean eating groups. You can do, what are some other ones? A personal development group. You could do like maybe kids are going back to school, so maybe some healthy lunches for kids, 7 days of healthy lunches, fun lunches for kids. For summer, you could have done like 7 days of summer activities for your children. I don't know, stuff like that. So just choose your 7 days, or just choose your challenge, your free challenge. It could be any amount of days, and then go from there. Free challenges are awesome. So I'm just gonna see if I can find one more for you guys on here. I post a lot on my page, and sometimes I don't even know if it's a challenge group post, No, not that one. Let's see. Nope. Sorry, guys. I didn't really pick any out. I was just gonna wing this because, it's kind of how I roll. Okay, that's all they're showing me. So anyways, you get the drift, but I will post examples for you. Oh, here's one. I will post examples for you in the team page as well. So it's Tuesday, but feels like Monday. Squeezing my workout in before I totally convince myself I do not need to do it. If it wasn't for my virtual fitness group kicking it off today, I may have let the excuses win. For me, these little fitness groups changed my life and continue to help me push forward. Are you needing something more to help you reach your goals? I'm looking for 5+ ladies to join me in my next group. We will be doing the same workout, eating clean, following a super awesome meal plan, plus sharing meals, recipes, support, and conquering all struggles while of course celebrating the crap out of all our successes. So here's the deal. You just kind of tell them a little bit about it, but here in the beginning here is where I kept it personal. So I added in a little bit about me and what I'm going through and where I am, and then I invited them. So you always want to make it personal. You always want to let them know that you're a real person. And again, at the end of all of these, don't say, click here on my website. Instead, let them comment below with, I want more info, and let's just chat a bit more about this. Or shoot me share your email below or comment below, and I will get you more information. Or, something like that. You don't want to share your link on your Facebook page in a post like this. That is a little bit too extreme and too salesy, and people get an icky vibe from that. So what you do want to do is just have them comment, or whatever, share their email, and you can get them the information. You can go into a private message with them and chat more about their goals and see what you can do for them. So again, just don't be posting your link or anything on here. So there's a few examples for you. In the group, I'm going to post these examples. And so you can get this writing, you can kind of take it and make it your own and use it. I'll also post some private message examples of how you might want the ones that I shared with you that I said to you on here. And we can, and you can use those as guidelines as well when you're going through and sending out PMs to people. So that's about it. I'm going to turn off my screen share so I can actually see you guys again, I think. Oh, there you are. Okay, so that's all for right now. So if you guys have any questions, again, I'm going to share all this, all of the actual detail below in the comments section, and I might just put it in the file section. I'll figure that out. But if you guys have any questions, concerns, whatever, make sure you guys just ask below so that we can hit on them, get you all the answers. Because next week, again, we're going to actually take action steps on these exact things. So I want to make sure you guys are asking questions now and know exactly what you need to be doing and feel comfortable doing them. Although I will tell you, you probably will not feel 100% comfortable in this until you actually jump in and start doing it. And again, your things that you feel comfortable doing, generally, you need to feel uncomfortable first so that you can grow from that. And so you're not gonna get better at things until you try. So I messed up and I failed so much along the way. I've posted my link on my page. I've sent the wrong email. I've sent the wrong message in the email to people. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff I shouldn't have done either. So failing forward. That's our goal. We want to fail so we can learn and grow. So don't ever think that you're alone in this, that you're making mistakes and nobody else is, because we're all making mistakes and we're growing from them. So again, comment below with any questions you have, and I will get those things posted tonight, and we'll go from there. So I am so excited that you guys made it through today. Today was an important day with challenge groups. So I'm really excited about that. And tomorrow we'll move forward with day 3. Take care, guys.